Okay, this is Coach Des here. This is week 10. We are doing the Bengals versus the Steelers. So now, what I want to explain to you real quick is, when you see these numbers, sacks, 7 in the first quarter, 9 in the second quarter, 4 in the third quarter, and 9 in the fourth quarter, this is total number of sacks so far in the number of games they had so far. But this is the overall average. So I take these numbers and then divide it by the total number of games they played. So my daughter brought that up to me because she couldn't make sense of it. So I'm making sense of it now. Now, the Bengals last year in week 4, they lost to the Steelers 3-27. They also lost to them in week 12, 10-23. Last year, the Bengals averaged 17.4 points per game, but they gave up 26 points per game. The Steelers last year averaged 18 points per game, but they gave up 18.9 points per game. This year, the Bengals are averaging 24 points per game, so they improved, but the defense stayed the same because they're averaging 26.8 points per game. But the Steelers, on the other hand, is averaging 29.4 points per game, which is a big difference, and that's because they got their quarterback back and they're giving up 20.1 points per game. So the defense is still the same. So let's see how the Bengals can beat the Steelers. This is going to be a long shot. And if I was y'all, I would ride everything and start everybody. The quarterback, the kicker, the receivers, the running backs. And if you got this fantasy football, I would all the Steelers I would start. But the Bengals, they don't have much of a run game. But if you look at their passing game, 14.3 down the middle in the first quarter. 12.2 down the middle in the second quarter, 11.42 in the third quarter, 12.29 in the fourth quarter. So they do all their passing down the middle, which is 12.45. But look at this. This is what I'm worried about, these sacks. 3.63 they average per game. Almost 1 interception per game. 1.25 fumbles per game. The Steelers, on the other hand, they're averaging 4 sacks per game. So they're getting these 4 sacks from you. They average 1.5 interception per game. They're getting that interception too. And fumbles, 1.12. They're getting the fumble. So it's up to the defense to turn them into points. And as you can see, down the middle is their weakness. 14. Well, actually, passing left was 15.57 in the first quarter, but then you go to 17.85 in the second, 19.31 in the third, 14.9. So overall, they give up more yardage going down the middle. So I don't know who that middle linebacker or who that safety is, but they're giving up way too many yards. So if I was the Bengals, I would do my passing down the middle and try to get a lead and find a way to run on them, because as you can see, you're not going to be able to run much on them. Rushing left, which is your passing right, rushing right, I would probably see if I can get there. But the good thing about it is, if you put a lot of pressure over here on the quarterback, you should be able to turn those into points. But we'll see. Let's look at the Steelers and see what they can do to stop y'all from whooping them. So like I said, okay, the Steelers, they have a good run game. 5.23 and 4.76. But they got a better passing game. If you look at their passing game, they're more stronger down the left side because they averaged 9.5859 in the first quarter passing left, 14.3 in the second quarter left. Then you go to the middle or to the right, 9.5. They both average about 9. And then they go back to the fourth quarter to the left. So I would stick to the left. But this is what I'm worried about right here, these sacks. 1.4, 0.6 in interceptions, and 1.25 in fumbles. Now, the Bengals, they average 1.5 in sacks. They're getting that. 1.1 in interception. They're going to get that. 0.4 in fumbles. They're not going to get that. So I'm like this. I've watched this man cough up 3 interceptions, but the team didn't do anything with it. Bengals, you've got to, if you get him to cough up the ball, you've got to turn them into points, positive points. Because as you can see, you're weak passing right. You average about 12.6 passing right that you give up. That can't happen. You cannot stop the run game. So you got to capitalize on their mistakes. Hopefully they make a lot of mistakes. If not, this is going to be a long game for y'all. But with that being said, I got the Steelers winning by 9. And this is how everything is going to play out. So with that being said, peace out.